An 8-game win streak for the Philadelphia 76ers without Tyrese Maxey. Without Tyrese Maxey. And so this 8-game win streak takes them 2.5 games behind first seed in the East. But this all means nothing if you can't convert it to the playoffs. And over the past couple years, it seems like their style of play just hasn't been able to convert to be able to win games in the playoffs and to be serious contenders. And now today, I'm going to show you reasons why I think offensively they're not able to convert and be able to score the same way they do in the playoffs as they do in the regular season. So before we get this video started, like, comment, subscribe, and make sure you turn on your notifications because we posting hidden highlights daily. We ain't missing no days. It's Christmas, Christmas Eve, New Year's, I don't care, my birthday, I don't care, we ain't missing no days. And make sure you follow me on Twitch as well at Pat DY, same as YouTube, live stream, hidden highlights coming soon. And so without further ado, let's get started. Now, these are a bunch of clips I want to show you from how they isolate nearly every single play from the Knicks game they played on Christmas. And so I'm going to show you a bunch of clips, and I just want you to notice the off-ball movement of the players and what's going on aside the player with the ball.
Lead for the Knicks in the early going.
Stagnant. Very stagnant. PJ Tucker sitting short corner. Tobias corner, Melton corner, Harden standing. Now, what teams are going to do? They're going to start building the wall, but this New York Knicks team, not a good defensive team, and so they're not as great as a Boston or Milwaukee would be when it comes to playing defense. Now, this is what they have to do when it does get stagnant. Get the ball out. Attack, get the ball out. Don't be so stagnant. I want to also see some more movement as well. And I'm going to let some of these clips play out so you can see it for yourself if you haven't noticed. It's like everything they do is just seeking the isolation. And when it comes to the playoffs, if you want Embiid to do this every play or Harden to do this every play, it's going to be so tough to get buckets, especially against Boston or Milwaukee. And there's no way you're going to be able to dunk both those teams. So
knocks down the three. The Knicks 4 for 6. From downtown in this opening quarter. Brunson, Barrett, Randall,
it's like every action they do just goes to an isolation. There's no other looks they're trying to get. It just goes straight to an isolation. Trying to get a switch, get an isolation. And if you're going to try to do this every game, it's not going to work. That's in the playoffs. In the playoffs.
When you and Jamal Crawford were together doing it, it was like a Mount Rushmore of
Harden goes for ISO. So now imagine this style of play, and you're playing the Boston Celtics. Harden. Okay, I got Marcus Smart off me. Jaylen Brown. Okay, another switch. Jason Tatum. Oh, another switch. Grant Williams. Oh, I got another switch. Al Horford or Robert Williams. Oh, another switch. Malcolm Brogdon. Another switch. Derek White. These are all dudes who are, if not elite defenders, are capable defenders. And not only, and defense isn't just a one-on-one thing, it's a whole team thing. The whole team, the whole scheme that they have. And so it's not only going to be a player playing 1v5, it's going to be a player playing one-on-one, it's going to be a player playing 1-on-5 because the other 4 eyes of the defender are staring at the ball. And so when you got guys just staring at the ball, you got the eyes of the defender staring at the ball, you got your other teammates just staring at the ball, no movement, and so like it's like you're playing against a whole crowd. Now what I want to see out of them is some movement. It's some movement, but we barely get to see it. And on top of that, Tobias.
Gave them more optionality with defensive coverage. They switch a lot more with this lineup.
ISO, pass it to Harden. Harden gets an ISO. I also feel that they don't use Tobias to his full capability. Anytime Tobias has any touches for him, it's only in an ISO, or it's a swing, or it's a spot of 3. If you watch Tobias in his All-Star years, he's not ISOing every play. He's not, and if he does ISO, it's not always going to be against his primary defender. They're not going to tell him run down and just ISO your best player. They're going to get him pick and rolls, handoffs, and that's why you notice back when he was with the Clippers, people were like, he was legit an All-Star. He was doing more than just getting isolations or playing spot up, because his new role that he has with Philly is something he's never really done before. And so if they really got him to some pin downs, off-ball screens, handoffs, pick and rolls, all that stuff, the things that get motion, the things that get movement within the offense, that's when you're going to get the best out of Tobias offensively. And not only is that going to help him, it's going to lift the team up because now Embiid and Harden and Maxey don't have to try and go and pick up that load.
The second half.
So it's like every time they want to get Tobias a touch, they just throw it down to him. Primary defender R.J. Barrett makes it extremely tough on him. Extremely tough. Now if he gets a switch, that's much better. If he gets a switch, that's much better. Harden takes the ball down the court, goes to isolation. They're scoring in this game because it's the New York Knicks. Okay, now the New York Knicks have been playing solid, but in comparison to the Bucks or the Celtics or teams like that, the Nets, they're not that.
They've gone to that top of the key action on ISO every play so far in the second half.
They're gonna get these makes, of course. They're gonna make a lot of these buckets. It's the Knicks. I'm not more so really concerned about. Hold on. I'm not concerned about the regular season. I'm concerned about the playoffs. And I'm not hating on the Sixers. I wish I could see Harden get a ring. I really do. I wish I could see Harden get a ring. I wish I could see Embiid get a ring. But I'm not blaming this on them and saying they're not good enough. I feel just Doc has to change up the way they style the offense so then teams can't just build walls and just stop them when it comes playoff time. I'm more so a fan of them than a hater of the Sixers. I really wish I could see them succeed. But seeing things like this, I just want to be able to show other people as to why if they end up losing, it's things like this that they may not make adjustments on. God damn, that's a carry. That's a whoa. Jeez. That's a mean carry. And if you're gonna rely on Embiid to hit these buckets every time down the court, that's gonna be tough in the playoffs. You better be Superman. He was giving Robinson work, I ain't gonna lie. Robinson was not able to check you. Eyes on the ball, 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 eyes, 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 eyes. Everybody's just watching the ball. There's nothing else to watch except for Embiid in his isolation. There's nothing else to watch. They need some movement.
Working Robinson. Embiid short.
Need some movement.
I've been off for a few weeks.
All right, now that was whack, Mitchell Robinson. I ain't gonna lie. Mitchell Robinson, defense, rebounding, yeah, but top of the backboard, that's crazy, fam. That's crazy, fam. And don't get me started on their second unit. Their second unit is not the greatest. Not the greatest. You see that right there by that ref? That's my favorite thing. One of my favorite things to see in today's basketball. One of my favorite things to see in today's basketball. So beautiful. This is aside from the point. Right here. It's my favorite thing to see. When you see this? When I see this right here? Or my favorite things to see in today's basketball. I love it. I see that. Love it. As long as it's consistent. As long as it's consistent now. If it's not consistent, I don't care. I don't care if they do it or not. Just make sure it's consistent.
42-32.
Now, these are the possessions I like to see out of Philadelphia. These are the possessions I like to see. Where they're going into an action, and their first look isn't just to go isolation. We didn't see a hard roll from Embiid the whole game until halfway through the second quarter. That, at least from when I was watching, I didn't see a hard roll from this James Harden and Embiid pick and roll with a hard roll until halfway through the second quarter. And throughout the whole game, maybe two or three. Maybe two or three. They could spam this and be unguardable. They could spam this all day and be unguardable. Because if you don't have Embiid on this roll, it's because somebody's pitching in. Somebody's pitching in, you got your shooters. You got Harris, you got Tucker, you got Melton. Now, if they do more things like this, where it's not so easy for teams to guard, and these high-level teams to guard, that's what's going to help them win.
Sliding Tobias Harris to the 4 and going with a 3-guard lineup, keeping Melton in the starting lineup. He certainly earned a spot.
Roll to the rim. I'm telling you, roll to the rim and not have your isolation always be the first thing you're trying to look for in the offense. If they do that, if the Sixers do that, they will definitely, for sure, be something scary to watch. Because their offense, they have so many guys. They have Harden, Embiid, Harris, and Maxey. Although those guys are not all two-way players, the only two-way player is Embiid, they could make up for that lack of lack of defensive ability by having their offense be their defense. Having their offense be their defense. By having so much focus on from a team to play defense and getting them tired, that when you go back on defense, some of your work is already done because they're already tired. They're already tired. So if you got Embiid going, Harden going, Harris going when the second, keep Harris in the game with the second unit so Harris can get a flow. Maxi's pushing the ball, pushing the pace. That would be great to see. Great to see. And that's how they'll be able to take that offense to that next level and also up their defense on the other side because they don't have defenders at the end of the day except for PJ Tucker and Embiid, who's really a paint defender. So if they want to have some playoff success, I want to see they got to have some movement off the ball. Try to take some attention away from Embiid and Harden and make the game a little easier for them so you don't have everybody just watching the ball and be able to hone in on them, close up those lanes, close up those gaps, get them moving. Make the game easier for Harden and Embiid and watch how much better they're going to be and be able to be in the playoffs especially. So that's the end of this video. Make sure you subscribe, like, turn on those notifications, posting daily, ain't missing no days. And follow me on Twitch, Pat Dior, same as YouTube. These videos are coming live very soon to Twitch. And so make sure you do all those, and we out of here.